obviously we know Phil came in, Uncle Phil,
Uncle
which was
Phil, which
like awesome, right? Which
totally.
was like it was really confusing for me because it's like, all right, this is.
You know, it was confusing for all of us,
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
honest.
I
It
remember
was
my
insane.
yeah. I call my girlfriend, or sorry, I call my wife's mom, and she's like, what did they bring Philip Rivers in? I made fun of her, and then the next day they brought him in. But I remember sitting there, I was so confused because me and Philip obviously live like a mile from each other in
Dude,
Fairhope.
you're getting sub sandwiches at the gas station right
Yeah, yeah,
down the
you saw
road,
that
dude.
video, bro. That was
Yeah,
crazy. Like it's just crazy. And then, obviously, he comes in, which is like the biggest blessing, right? It's Philip Rivers,
of
but
course.
also the biggest like head scratcher at the
yeah.
same time, right? Like everybody's wondering, right, when they bring a 44-year-old out of retirement whose daughter's older than me. Like everybody's wondering, dang, who's their quarterback? How bad is this backup? Um,
Oh
I,
and I'm just
gosh,
thinking, dang, like everybody in my hometown sees me as the
right.
star,
yeah.
right? And him as like obviously the Hall of Famer, but like the local high school football coach, right? And
Right.
then it's like, dang, right? But it was awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Like I
I
learned so
I
much.
feel like
He
I feel like it's one of those things. It's kind of like what an opportunity to learn, right? You're like, oh, they're
Yeah,
bringing in Philip Rivers. What an opportunity to learn from a guy that has that much experience and whatever. But then you're like, to your
damn,
point,
dude.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But then also to like your point too, you're like scratching your head, like, oh shit, what does that mean for me?
yeah,
Well,
right.
no, because like you said, like you're poised. And listen, you have a great attitude towards this. I know it means a little something different because he literally lives a mile down the
Yeah,
road. I know
yeah,
you
Uncle
guys.
Phil.
I know they brought the. I mean, even when you're in college, you brought the receivers down to work out with him, and he's. I
yeah,
mean, we all know he's a freak, a competitor in the swimming pool thing, which was crazy. But dude, I remember when I first got in the league in 2015, he was the elder statesman with the San Diego Chargers,
yeah,
and he would talk the most insane shit without really talking shit. And he would, because he would toss a touchdown to Antonio Gates, one of the greats, and he would go down your sideline and he would just verbally abuse you in the strangest way because you're like, that really does hurt my feelings, man. But you're not saying any bad words,
yeah,
right? Like you're just but honestly, like go kick rocks. But he's the ultimate competitor, so there had to be some sort of inner turmoil, battle of the self of like I love this dude, but at the
yeah,
same time, like why me?
yeah. 100%. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, his ability to trash talk and like play the game within the game is unbelievable. Like he'll throw a ball or he'll see a hold on like the backside of the field and already start talking to the ref by name. And the ref will be reaching for the flag and Bill, don't you
Yeah,
do it, Bill, not on 3rd and 4 or something like that. And Bill, won't throw it or something. But
he'll holster that thing.
it's
I
it's so cool.
I got a wild story from Mike McCoy, who was the quarterback coach in Jacksonville when I was there, and he was the head coach of the San Diego Chargers when Philip Rivers was there, and he said that I could be totally wrong on this, but he had said that Phil lived in L.A. and he had his personal driver, like he had his own car that was set up with monitors, and he would watch film from the drive from L.A. down to San Diego or
Yeah.
whatever. Is that true? Is that? I
This
mean, I don't know
yeah.
why McCoy would lie to me about it, but that's
No, yeah, it
wild.
is.
I've actually heard that too.
That
Though.
that
Yeah,
That's a
is
great point.
that's wild.
He said it was great because I mean, the quarterbacks watched practice after, or watched the film after practice, and he's like, "All right, let's just get a cool setup in this nice." I don't know what it was, but
Yeah,
it was. He said it
With
was
how
pretty
many
sick.
kids? It was probably a sprinter. It was probably
It was probably
a
pretty
school bus.
Suburban.
To be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
with
yeah.
all the middle seats taken out. Just
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Well, hey, dude. So before that whole, I mean, fiasco has a negative connotation. But it was kind of crazy, and I appreciate you validating that it was a little bit strange for you as much as it was for the layman, for us who were outside, like what's going on. It's great. He's awesome. But you were also privy to something pretty special this past year because I try to talk to folks about this, and we've talked about it on the show before, but the intimacy of being in a position group is fascinating, but there is something different about the quarterback room.
yeah,
it's like one symbiotic relationship. You guys are so immersed and entrenched with how much time you have to spend with each other, and it usually thrives, right? Like rarely do you run in this thing. Mm-hmm. And you got to be in a locker room as well as a position room with a guy who went through his own Lazarus story.
Yeah.
Right? Like we're talking about Daniel Jones. I know you weren't in the league when he was going through his tumultuous time with the Giants, but much like Lazarus, man, he rose.
Yep.
And he played unbelievable football, and the whole country mourned when he got hurt, right? Because he's working through that thing, and then his Achilles goes, and we're just like, can you tell us what it was like, firsthand knowledge of seeing, first of all, Daniel Jones do his thing, kind of having this resurrection of his career, but also like what kind of player and teammate and person he is?
Yeah, I mean, when he went down, like, my heart was broken just because you know what Dan's been through, and you know like how hard he works. Like he's the hardest worker on the team, period. Like no negotiating that, which is really cool for me because I'm just like I'm always feeling guilty if I leave before him or get there after him and stuff. So I'm working to beat him to the facility and consistently stuff like that. But I think he's pretty misunderstood as far as the media goes. And how people perceive him. He's like a dude's dude, hilarious. Like, when guys want to hang out outside of football, especially in season, everybody takes Dan. And and everybody goes to his house. And he's always having food and, stuff like that. He's like the ultimate, like, dude's dude, team favorite. Everybody loves him. He can't say enough good things. He's just not the guy to boast about himself or stir up anything in the media. He's gonna give you.
So you
don't want any of that, right? Yeah. He's not posting on social media.
He's got humility, which is not often.
100%.
And he can slice it and dice it.
Oh yeah.